Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio, and today this video, our art journal page, is brought to you by a group. It's called Mixed Media Mondays Pick 10, and what they do is they give you a prompt every Monday, and, well, a list of 10 prompts every Monday, and you follow the prompts in order and create something. So this is their very first one. I am quite a ways behind, and the first prompt was draw something. The second prompt is add book text, so that's where we are. I will put a link below to the YouTube channel that started this if you want to follow along. It's a lot of fun. I love doing the prompts. They really stretch your creativity and help you get beyond that blank page, I think. Sit there and stare at it and go, what do I do? Of course, when it says draw something, I always wonder what to do. I hadn't done faces for a little bit, so I thought I would draw a face. And my half a face is prompted by Gina Ahrens. She says if you can't draw, don't feel like you can draw a whole face, draw half of one, and then you don't have to balance the eyeballs and all that good stuff. So I did half a face. And this is just a dictionary page that I've torn up, and I'm using the Liquitex matte medium to glue them down. I know a few people, I have watched a few videos on this one because I'm so far behind, and a few people have struggled with gluing stuff down after drawing something and painting after drawing something, but since I put it on the side like that, it really wasn't too difficult to work around it. The next prompt, which I skipped, was draw a face. So it was draw something, add book text, and then draw a face. Well, my draw something was a face, so I skipped the next one. And the next prompt is paint with your fingers. And this color I'm using right now is Craft Smart in neon yellow. It's pretty thin. And then the other one is Craft Smart neon green. And I'm just smearing it around. Really don't have an idea so far, but the neon colors are very thin, so they go on really thin. And I decided it needed some darkness, so this is Delta Ceramicoat in Christmas Green. It's a nice dark green color. And yes, I put the paint on my right, even though I use my left hand. I think it has to do with how the camera is situated. Anyway, makes for getting accidents on areas you don't want, especially when that face is on that side. And this is the ugly stage. Obviously, it's not looking too pretty, and I'm not very happy with it. So here I take a baby wipe and kind of wipe it down. It still keeps color, but I just wasn't really liking it. So I don't scrub it thoroughly, just kind of wipe it down. Now this is Apple Barrel Bright Yellow. I'm going to say a real color as opposed to the neons. I don't know, it's just thicker paint. When you have to paint with your fingers, it feels better. Okay, the next prompt is collage a napkin. And I found these napkins at IKEA. I really liked the black, kind of spirally pattern. And so I collaged these down. And these are the first napkins I have collaged down where the background seems to disappear completely. I absolutely love how these turn out. yeah, you just can't see the rest of the tissue paper. It looks like the black has been printed on. Oh, but you do have to be careful because, yeah, see that? I just tore it, but we'll just live with it because, you know, it's just an art journal page. It's not some fantastic piece of art, and yeah, I think it turns out good anyway. And I'm sorry you didn't see me sketch the whole face. My camera was acting up, and I do jump a little bit, and I jump again, you'll see. I forgot to paint her shirt, so I decided I would still use my finger, and I used the complementary color to green so that it would like be really bold, and that looks really bold, and that is Christmas Red, and that is also by the Delta Ceramicoat. And now I decided I need to trim up my edges, get all the dangling items off there so I can move my page around a little bit. Like practically glued to my deli paper that I've got as drop paper. There we go. Now the next prompt, and this cuts out and I'm really sorry. The next prompt was to draw a border, doodle a border. So they're basically little squares with swirls inside. And yeah, just use that to create the border. The next prompt is, oh no, okay. So it's doodle a border and then draw random shapes. So on the shirt you can't see, and the video probably wasn't running. I doodled random shapes on the shirt. And then the next prompt was tint any medium and apply it through a stencil. So since I'm doing green, I figured I would tint green. Found a little stencil, and I didn't really like the doodles on the shirt, so we are stenciling right over the shirt, and with just a kind of zigzag pattern. I don't really care for it much, but if you look at the overall picture in the end, you know, it's not that bad. So the next prompt is draw a few geometric shapes. Well, I figured circles were geometric shapes, so I just went around my circles I already had. And again, my camera went out, and you didn't see me, but I used the Neocolor II watercolor crayons, and I just sketched on the girl in 2 shades of brown and some yellow. And instead of using water, I am using the Liquitex matte medium and painting her hair in that way. I actually kind of like doing it with the matte medium, especially the hair, because it makes it more permanent and it's not going to move again on you because you basically sealed it with the matte medium. So now this, I am just using still the Neo 2 watercolor crayons that I put on her lips, and here I am just using water, so I want more of a watercolory look. At least that was my intention in the beginning. Man, she's got some big lips. Trying to give them more dimension, but it's not working, so I go over it with the Neocolor II crayon and just rub it with my fingers and call it good. Now I'm using 2 shades of blue for her eyes, a light one in the middle and a dark one around the edges, so that it gives that kind of shading iris look around her eye. And then this one I think is called Peach or Nude, I can't remember. It's part of the larger set of the Neocolor II watercolor crayons, and I'm just using that to give her a little bit of skin tone. I decided I need a lot more, so I'm scribbling it on the table into the puddle of water, and that worked pretty well to get more color. I'm using too small of a brush, I can tell, but you know, I'm going with it. Oh, and the prompt that prompted the watercolor crayons is use any water-soluble media. So the Neocolor II watercolor crayons are water-soluble media. And then again, you didn't see it, I used a little bit of black to give a dark eye and some eyelashes. And then just decided it needed something since it's an art journal. So I wrote, "Art is freedom." It's a quote I saw somewhere. I don't know who originally said it, but I really liked it. So I did it in white and didn't think it showed up enough, so I do go around it with just a marker, a really fine tip, just to make the letters stand out just a little bit more against that kind of busy background. And there you go. There's a couple of close-ups. So you can see that napkin just disappeared right into the background. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you give it a try. Remember, the links are below. If you did like it, please hit like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe.